On the podcast, the co-governance agreement you won't have heard of because it's been done behind closed doors. Taupō District Council and Ngāti Tūwharetoa. It's an upgrade to their 2009 agreement. So why are we not being told about it? Why has the public been shut out? What's going on? So let's go.
Are we paying these people to front up, or are we paying them to fly to Wellington to eat their lunch? Should you really lose your career for refusing to take part in a 90-minute lesson about Māori culture? This government doesn't actually have any idea how to get economic growth. Show us what you made of, Prime Minister.
Editor-in-Chief with Duncan, Garner.
Okay, welcome to the program. You're with the Editor-in-Chief. Evening, everybody. I'm Duncan, Garner, and welcome, and please subscribe. It helps us stay around. Really appreciate it. Co-governance happens all across New Zealand. Councils, local councils have memorandums of understanding with local iwi. So does DOC over the management of DOC land. This is also in treaty settlements as well. It's pretty common now and accepted, and indeed part of the many treaty settlements already passed under law, except a leaked Hobson's Choice email to its members says Taupō District Council is this week, today, having public consultation over a new deal with local iwi Ngāti Tūwharetoa, and it apparently doesn't meet the test for the public to be told what's going on until now. So all this work's been done in secret, so no one knows until today. I'll tell you what I know, but this has all been done in secret. This week, today, the public have been invited in to hear what's going on. So let's go.
It's the Slam Dunk.
Taupō District Council, like many other councils around the country, has a joint management agreement with the local iwi Ngāti Tūwharetoa. It's well known it was signed in 2009 after almost a year of public negotiations and hapu meetings. So it was all out in public. So what was discussed and agreed to was all in the public arena, and people could have their say. The 2009 agreement is extensive and effectively explains what's important to the iwi and gives them powers to agree or disagree with planning and resource consents in their tribal area. And they sit alongside council representatives on these committees, which are powerful and influential. It's the very embodiment of what you call co-governance. But the agreement is being upgraded, and all the work between the council and the iwi to date to change this and to upgrade it has been done in private and in secret, and without any public input whatsoever. The public's been kept right out of it until today. That's because the council says it doesn't meet the threshold for consultation under the council's significance and engagement policy, despite the fact it's likely to introduce provisions that go well beyond the scope of the original 2009 agreement. So potentially controversial matters are being discussed and agreed to between council and the iwi without the voting public's knowledge or agreement. Do you smell a rat? I suppose the council says, oh, it's there on behalf of the Crown and it's there on behalf of ratepayers. But ratepayers are in the dark. And the council justifies this by saying they already operate informally like this with Ngāti Tūwharetoa. If that's the case, then that's outrageous and anti-democratic, isn't it? It means major decisions have been and are being shaped without the public's knowledge, without their agreement or say-so, and without consultation. The entire thing lacks sunlight. Where's the bloody transparency? So I've been told by sources that today is the public consultation day in Taupō. It's called a workshop, and already councillors who have been sworn to secrecy have got hold of me to tell me the public gallery of concerned ratepayers is packed to the rafters. Here's what is being planned, and here's what the public are hearing for the very first time. This goes well beyond the 2009 agreement. It totally reshapes the scope and nature of council governance in Taupō. First, it expands the old agreement significantly, so it expands the jurisdiction. So the new agreement covers the entire Taupō catchment and all its tributaries. It's not just the Waikato River, so everything. No consultation, no notice. 2, governance by treaty principle. Concepts like mana, rangatiratanga and kaitiatikatanga are being built into resource management, embedding iwi authority deeper into resource governance, with potential implications for both development, decisions and financial commitments. Council staff are already being directed to undergo treaty partnership training. The translation, of course, is indoctrination. There's policy influence without authority. No formal powers are being delegated, but language around values alignment and shared understanding sets the stage for de facto co-governance. We've seen before what happens when the language suggests co-governance or partnership. It becomes a reality in practice. Number 4, no financial guardrail. So the draft contains vague commitments to capacity building, but there's no defined budgets, no fiscal safeguards, no accountability for how ratepayer money may be spent. This is one of the biggest risks in the agreement. Number 5, no reporting or oversight. No requirements for the public facing reports or performance monitoring or financial transparency at all. Ratepayers could be locked into a deal with no ability to track what's happening or how much it's costing. The consultation's sidelined. This update skipped the public entirely. Until today, an internal report arguing that consultation isn't required was only released hours before the last council workshop, despite formal requests to see it earlier. Surely Taupō residents, I reckon, deserve better from their elected representatives from their council. The draft agreement that I'm aware of embeds co-governance directly into council operations. It sets expectations around shared values and treaty-based concepts that position iwi alongside elected representatives in the decision-making. The public meeting or workshop on this is happening today, has happened today, and people were only made aware of this in the last few days. This is not democracy. This is railroading. Why the secrecy and why such little public consultation? Māori demand consultation on everything. So why has the council been so poor and slow in coming forward to let people know what's going on here? It looks like they're hiding something from the public. This is a way of building major distrust. It's simply not good enough, and for the sake of democracy, it must be stalled and the process reviewed and the public brought into the mix. The council's forgotten who it's there for and who it's there to represent. The arrogance that it thinks it can sit around in secret and do this deal is outrageous. The mayor and his councillors should be called out. There should be a facility to freeze the process, demand some accountability from the mayor and from the councillors. One of the councillors is prominent New Zealander Christine Rankin. I approached her today to front up and talk about this and what's going on. Come on the podcasts with me. But she's locked away in this meeting with the public discussing the deal. However, she said this to me, quote, "Hello, Duncan. How lovely to hear from you. I can't. We're going through the workshop process and have an open mind until we vote at the July council meeting. Would love to comment, but can't. You should watch our workshop today. Public gallery packed. Kiss, kiss, kiss." Astonishing, isn't it, that even Christine Rankin, so often a voice that can't be silenced, has been muzzled. There's so much more to this, I reckon. I'll keep fighting to have this opened up to you, the public, and to keep fighting to see what's really going on. But by keeping something so secret and shutting the public out until today makes everyone just so much more suspicious.
Editor-in-Chief with Duncan Garner.
Okay, so that is us. There's plenty to consider there, plenty to chew on there. Thanks for your feedback and your support. Get in touch through our social media, Duncan Garner podcast on TikTok, Instagram. Flick us an email, duncan@rover.nz. To my team, Isaac, thank you, brother. It's a pretty short, direct, straight one today, mate, right down the barrel. Remember, life's no dress rehearsal. No curtain raiser, no nothing. This is it. We live in one of the best places on earth, so get out and bloody enjoy it. Have some fun. Have a great rest of the day and evening. Take care, folks. Ta-da.
Editor-in-Chief with Duncan Garner.